Hi guys, so for today's video I'm going to go over a little bit about how my different headstalls work and kind of give you a visual on those as well. So I hope you guys enjoy. So this is Chester's headstall setup. It is a single ear headstall with a concho curb on it. So it's just a low port curb on it with just the pretty conchos. It has rain chains and rommels, but you guys can see how you can move it around quite a bit. I mean, every movement moves it, which this is great for refined riding or working to refine riding too, because every soft movement you make, the bit is also going to make a soft movement. And you can ride this with two hands. Typically this is ridden to one-handed, which that's the best way, but if you had to go to two hands, you can, and it will turn itself. With a little bit of finger pressure, moving it backwards, it moves back quite a bit, and that's kind of what Chester rides in. Sometimes I ride him in just a regular curb bit that doesn't have the conchos, but it's the same idea. And then this is just a regular halter. You can see that it moves back alright and has some feel to it. And it does work off of just finger pressure. Moving your hand's going to work with it a lot better, but you can use just your fingers to manipulate it back and forth. Neck reining isn't going to be great with it, but you can get the job done if you have a horse trained enough for it, because a lot of neck reining is more just leg pressure correlated into feeling that rein across their neck. It's not necessarily them feeling their face on it. But then also obviously you can ride two-handed with a just regular rope halter. It's not going to have a whole lot of like motion here, which that can be a good thing for like colt starting. I mean, you're not really focused on them turning when you first start riding them. You're more worried about, can they go forward and can they stop? So that's kind of what a halter is. Yeah, here is a comfort snaffle bit. It is a brow band headstall. It has slobber straps and yacht rope Makati reins. You can see that there's absolutely no leverage here. It's pretty hard to get it to move, to actually move how it would in a horse's mouth. You can get it to swing a little bit, but that's kind of it. You have to really work on getting the bit part to move. It works alright one-handed. Two-handed is going to work a little bit better. It's going to allow that bit to rotate, which is going to rotate the horse's face a little bit, but it's pretty self-explanatory. You can see how it swings back and forth, but in a horse's mouth that'll be a little bit more stabilized, and it turns the head but doesn't really have a whole lot for stopping. So this is a bozel. It's pretty much a cheap noseband with a modified like bridle headstall that I made into a Hackmore hanger, and then it has yacht rope Makati on it. Now I did figure out during this that I don't think I have my Makati tied right, so I'm going to go back and fix that because it should be a lot softer, and so I'm going to go figure out what that is before I put it on another horse to make sure that it's turning correctly, because it's supposed to turn similarly to that curb bit, which was the first bit shown, but it does still have that rolling of the noseband, which is what you want. So that aspect works, and then it does push the head over a little bit when you're pulling reins riding two-handed. So it works alright, but here where I'm kind of like trying to figure out what's going on because it should roll a little bit more. So I think I just have my reins messed up a little bit, so we'll figure that out. You guys can see how it picks up and it rolls their nose inward. It doesn't put direct pressure on them, and it's not necessarily leverage. It's kind of like a mix of both, so that the horse has plenty of time for that signal to figure it out. So yeah, those are just a few of the headstalls I had handy because I use those most often. But if you guys want to see different ones, I more than likely have that in my little tack menagerie. So just let me know and I can do more of these if you guys like them. If there's content you would like to see that doesn't have to be bit related or anything, just let me know and I can work on that. So thank you guys for watching and I hope you enjoyed.